Hey everyone. Wanted to bring out something kind of interesting. It's kind of cool and fun. This is an article that I was reviewing, and I wanted to do a quick little funnel hack of Mr. Beast. He is a YouTube content creator. He has a YouTube channel that all he's been doing is just giving out tons of money to nonprofits. So it's interesting from that particular element. But we wanted to do a quick video on how he's actually getting all this money. So just so you guys can kind of see and look at this in real life, I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to Mr. Beast, and you can see he has 55 million subscribers and tons of money. Subscribe and I'll donate 10 cents. Cool. And he's basically offering people 100K to quit their jobs and all kinds of random, interesting items, all from a philanthropic perspective. So that's kind of cool. So, again, you can see how his videos are playing out here. And we were like, okay, how is this guy actually able to deliver on some of these crazy contests that he's got? And how do we also buy our own private island? Because I would love to do that. Actually, this is interestingly enough that I'm going to go subscribe myself. So, interesting stuff in here. Lots of very interesting and things that, I'd kind of consider my most random, weird dreams altogether. Gave my credit card to random people. I mean, just things that I know that most of my family would think I'm crazy on to do. But hey, I don't have to worry about it. He's doing it. So how is he making all of his money? So it's interesting. It's utilizing something called a virtual restaurant. And I wanted to kind of break it down and see, like, is this a viable option? And, I found this article here explaining exactly what they're doing. And it wasn't going into details of how the funnel really works, but basically the idea, though, has been that he's, quite frankly, just getting onto everything from Uber Eats to Grubhub to Postmates to anything that you can kind of think of, and creating separate new businesses altogether, two new restaurants. And with that, what he's doing is he's collaborating with existing small mom and pop restaurants, local restaurants, and giving them the recipe list. So, probably going through a little quality control, making sure that it all tastes good and that they cook things correctly. But he's creating new recipes, has nothing to do with the existing company or existing restaurant that is going to fulfill it, and has turned little local restaurants into fulfillment warehouses, if you will. So let's actually kind of break it down. I'd love to actually do a quick little review here of how this actually works. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and find the traffic that he's using. And I know that there's probably not actual links for a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to just, make it work, right? So I know he's using YouTube. I know he's using Facebook. And we know he's using Instagram. And that's how he's talking about what items he, what new restaurant and is coming out. And what's kind of cool about this is he is basically saying that he can go create a new restaurant with no startup cost. And quite frankly, not even live in that same city. So I'm going to go here and now use Grub. Nope. Yelp. I could use Yelp. Postmates, no. So, is there just a random... Well, you know what? We're going to take this icon here, and we're going to change the name of it. So we got Grubhub. And we have Postmates, and we have Uber Eats. Okay. So here is the hack this guy is doing, and I definitely love the idea. If anyone tests it out, let me know. I'll be one of their first orders. But Mr. Beast is up here, and I'll actually just, to make it easier so everyone knows what I'm talking about here, I'm just going to call it that. That's his YouTube channel. And there we go. So that's the top of his funnel. He's talking about his new restaurant. He's selling burgers in Washington, D.C., and he is nowhere close to being seen. So he goes and talks to whoever. Let's just say, let's put some actual pieces of information in here. So let's go into direct or in-person, person. All right, we'll use this icon, and we're going to call this restaurant, local restaurant. Okay, so he talks to local restaurant. And instead of calling it local restaurant and going about it using that name and worrying about, quality and recipes and competing with that local restaurant, he is actually coming up with a new business name. So we're going to duplicate that, and instead of calling it local restaurant, new restaurant altogether. Name managed or whatever by Mr. Beast. So let's just consider it a Greek restaurant. Mr. Beast kind of puts it together, or you or whoever. And instead of having to worry about, getting a whole restaurant, getting staff, getting everything, all you're doing is delivering the recipes. That's all you're doing. So you're not really advertising the local restaurant. You got this new company, new restaurant that, you are on these channels on. So again, all of these guys are directing traffic to that. And actually, just to make this cleaner, I'm going to remove that. So it kind of goes into it looking like this, basically knowing that local restaurant is that name. Okay, so once someone places an order, and we should be able to drop that in. So people find this new restaurant on all the channels. So I'm going to tie it in like that. I'm going to delete this one and delete that. Connect that so the arrows are straight. Cool. So they place an order. And the local restaurant gets that order. It's still in the name of this new company. or new restaurant. I'm going to stop calling it company and call it that. Yeah. Trying to remove this arrow. Come on. And that is, when this sale comes in, so I'm just going to put in sale or purchase. And connect it there. And then it gets delivered. So I hope this helps visualize it. It's actually kind of cool because if you have some sort of food or like famous restaurant or famous food item that you like creating and you want to start literally just distributing your recipe out, and you go work with a local company or local restaurant and say, hey, look, I'll give you X amount of dollars per sale if you guys complete this order for me. You'll get the order notification, and you don't have to worry about delivery and all that. The companies like Uber Eats and Postmates and Grubhub are going to pick it up from here and deliver it. So all you're doing is giving a recipe, giving a piece of action, and that's it. I mean, it's kind of cool. I would love to see if anyone is interested in testing this out with me. We'll call it a 50-50 split, or really I guess it's going to be with the local restaurant. So yeah, a 50-50 split. I will help find the right recipe out here, and we'll contact and get you guys out there. All we're doing is giving you a recipe. So if you guys are interested, if anyone has some kind of crazy amazing recipe that that will just kill it, let us know. Drop a link, drop a comment, and let's talk. I would love to test this guy out. It's kind of a cool little strategy here with pretty much zero startup costs, which is the beauty of it. So if you're looking to getting into the food service industry, and definitely not a good time to go create a new restaurant right now, this might be it. Awesome, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and think about it. This is kind of a cool strategy, and I would love to basically do another funnel hack and see how things turn out. But if anyone is got that like award-winning rib or whatever else it may be, Indian food, dosas, it doesn't matter, just anything, drop a link below. Let's go talk to a restaurant and see if we can come up with their own new fad or craze. I wouldn't call it a fad, but any new cuisine or new recipe that people definitely just have to try. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon.